Thanks, Kat, for being the comic relief. Oh, let's see how Megsy thought of that. I don't think they're in on the grift. No. I'll talk about that, why I think not, after we do the cards. Hang on a second. Let me do the Thomas cards, Megan and Thomas, and then we'll talk about the Markles. Oh, wow. She's not happy with Daddy. That interview has gone down like hot sick. She's really not happy with Daddy issues. Was it an interview on Real Housewives recaps with Thomas Jr.? Or was it in the Thomas Sr. interview on Good Morning Britain, where they questioned the upbringing? I'm sure it was the Real Housewives recaps interview, and like, I'm sure it's Thomas Jr. who's saying that they wished that they hadn't done all these things, and they had, and it was like, maybe they did overindulge Megan. She's not happy, guys. She's really not happy. Oh, really not happy. She will say he is doing it for attention. There's a 10 of Wands in reverse. And there's a burden lifted. Okay, so we have Mother here, the card, the Empress. We have the Emperor in reverse. We have the World in reverse crossing over. So she will say that her dad just wants it for attention, and he is just there for attention. And the World in reverse, I feel like there is a definite kind of like, there's a little bit of hope that I get from Thomas Markle, that he wants to see his daughter and he wants to see his grandchildren. I get that. I can feel that about him. He wants to see it. The 10 of Wands in reverse and the Empress above. Megsy will approach this like, I'm protecting my children from a man who hurt me so much. She wasn't happy about it, but every time Thomas comes out and says something like this, it gives her more fuel, it gives her a burden, it lifts the energy from her, so she doesn't have to think about him. So she doesn't have to, I think she's irritated because he actually comes out and says stuff. 5 of Wands there. In the past, she thought it was just going to get like Sam and Thomas Jr. She can just turn it down to like just chatter on the internet, and they just go on YouTube channels and talk, you know, because Sam's on Sean Atwood, or with Paula M. I think what's he called? Thomas Jr. goes on with Paula M sometimes. I don't know. There's a lot of channels and they go on them, yeah. So she's kind of like the minimized chatting, but Thomas Sr. goes on Good Morning Britain, a big television program with a lot of YouTube followers, and that's irritated her. And the fact that he's got an interview and he's speaking, and you can hear the stroke in his voice. And if you know anyone who's had a stroke, you can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear his changed his speech. If you don't know anybody who hasn't had a stroke, you can hear his speech has changed. I think, you know, the Markles have probably got lots of different genetics, and acting isn't one of them. And we know that from his daughter. So, you know, I don't think that's... Ace of Cups in reverse. There's that Diana card, so she's not going to get that from it. Okay, King of Cups has come through. Thomas Markle, what star sign is he? Is he a water sign? Is he a water sign? The King of Cups there. He's a Cancerian. Excellent. So she has got on her mind, this could relate to William or it could relate to Thomas Markle. She has got the King of Cups on her mind. But we have got the Seven of Swords around there. So that she's up to something, guys. Undermining. I wonder if she's writing her burn book now. I wonder if there's something going on like that, or maybe an interview. What she wants to do is she wants to move on. She wants to make a big bang. It's going to be a complete success. She's got something new lined up. It's going to be amazing, guys, but it's not. And then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And that Knight of Cups in reverse, if you've been around here for a while, if you're new here, you might know. But to me, that is my, I am grifting on Instagram. I am selling this stuff, you know. Oh my God, I found this hair shampoo that really makes my hair amazing. She wanted Diana, but she got QVC. Richard Eden, my little Richard Eden with his Cliff Richard glasses. He hates the Harkles. He really doesn't like them. Well, again, we are going to just keep on getting reinventions with her every time she comes out of the public eye and into the public eye. Is her resetting. Do you see? Yeah, I saw the grey outfit. Yeah, he was being cheeky. Richard Eden just no, he doesn't like the Harkles. Sometimes if I'm cheeky back to him, he likes my tweets. And it's usually to be cheeky about the Harkles, so he doesn't. No. So yeah, I think I think with regards to the Markles, not the Harkles, I think Sam is fine. I like Sam. I think Thomas Jr. is absolutely fine. I think they are coping and adapting into a situation that is beyond what we would know. So they've got to cope with the world. Not only have they, in my humble opinion, the father was set up by Markle. The father was set up by Harkle, Harry's wife. He was set up a kipper with that person who came and he's got links to the Harkles anyway. But moving on from that, I think that they tried to cope and manage things and try to ask for help in their own way. And people go, oh, they're grifters or whatever. But you've got to understand that they are trying to reach out and say, look, we need help. We're having trouble with this. So this isn't right. That wasn't being said. This isn't fair. And they've tried to get their message across. And they've tried it in so many different ways that they've found their allies and they keep going back to them. So you'll get them on Good Morning Britain, or you'll get them on GB News and stuff like that, and talking that way. I don't blame Thomas Jr. for going on like loads of different YouTubes. I think it's good that he does. And Sam, I think, is really good as well. So and she's got MS, and that's a hell of a disease. And yeah, I do get why people would think they're grifters, but I think it's just they've been put into extraordinary circumstances and not been given a lot of help. And the fact that the dad was in a hospital having had like a heart bypass or surgery after a heart attack, I think it's shunts put in. I think that is particularly heartless, that they just wouldn't answer him and speak to him and help him. And he tried to get in touch with them, and it just, yeah. That letter was written to be leaked. And he was so upset with the letter because he's got no right to reply. He can't get back and speak to her, and she makes it impossible, because if she really wanted to engage with him, she could pick up a phone, she could get in touch with him. She doesn't want to engage with any of them. She finds them an embarrassment. And yeah, stents, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, I think they're just good people. They're just good, normal people in a really weird situation. I think Thomas Jr. Got painted as like some kind of out of control alcoholic, and he's not. And Sam's been painted as this kind of like, witch in a wheelchair, more or less, and she's not. She's just a nice lady. She's fine. Everyone's got complicated families. But what you don't do to your family, if you're going to disown them, just yeah. I really think that once Thomas passes, not for a good few years either, I hope, once Thomas passes, I think Thomas Jr. and Samantha will be more honest. But I feel like they're holding stuff back, and I think they're trying to save their dad's embarrassment in a way. And the fact that Thomas Senior has got a hope, he wants to see his daughter, he loves his daughter still, he still wants to see his daughter. And yeah, so that's what I think is going on there. Like, they've got to ask for help, they can't go anywhere else. And it's just like they can't rock up to the palace now, because the palace will just be like, nope. The palace will just, don't know who you're, the palace won't do anything. To be honest, really, I wish the palace did something. But even with an NDA, I think the palace would be wary, because it would be all over the papers. And yeah, Paula, she's really switched on. She's got a sharp mind, and I think it's just like both of them. I feel like both of them are protecting their father, and I think when Thomas, hopefully not for years yet, does leave this world and pass on, I do feel like we will hear a more honest appraisal from them. I don't think they're being dishonest. I just think they're omitting things that they would like to possibly say. I think they might actually have stuff in the works as well. There's rumours that they've got stuff in the works, but I think that they're being kind to their father. And it's quite chilling as well, because if he only wants to see his grandchildren, I'm but I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry, I really don't think that's going to happen for Thomas. It would take a miracle for that to happen. It would have to be of benefit to Meghan, and at the minute, this is not. There is no benefit for Meghan to seeing Thomas. No, she wouldn't go to his funeral. Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. If you see Samantha, I don't know if she'd want to do the YouTube thing though, because there's a lot of, you get a lot of, she would attract a lot of bots, shall we say. That was an interesting comment as well from Thomas Markle's interview. He said people can go to prison for 5 years and they get forgiven. So I do feel like there was some foreshadowing there. I'm interested as well because with regard to prison, Tom Bauer has also, I haven't heard him mention prison terms or Doris lately either. Oh, that's really sweet, Paula. Yeah, we're Team Sam. She'll make it about her though. If Thomas does pass and she didn't go to his funeral, she'd make it about her. She'd make it like yeah. She would make it about her, unfortunately. Yeah. I think she should get a YouTube channel. I think she'd be great on the platform, but I think it's a lot of yeah. There's a lot of that. This is why, like, I mean, like, it's nice you guys are here, but like, I mean, it's the stuff that HG Tudor must go have happen with him, and the stuff that like, I don't know, like Paula M and them lot have to go through. I'm like, no, nobody would want her there. Yeah, she made it all about her. She'd throw herself across the coffin and weep daddy at the graveside and then walk out and have a martini, you know, that kind of shenanigans, unfortunately. You wouldn't even consider having a YouTube channel. It's fun. Yeah, she's always got to play the victim, or like she's got to be inspiring or something or whatever. To push her under the coffin. Well, there's that. Where Samantha can do a wheelie over her bunions. That'd hurt. Be like a Cohen movie. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.